body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Mm-hmm. You've unlocked your first key image. You can place it on the caseboard inside the Mind Palace.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
I wonder if this game is going to have multiple endings, like if we fail to solve the case or not. Another body has been found in the woods near Bright Falls. Perfect timing. Need to see if this is linked to the killings we're here to investigate. You did it, Saga. You killed him. I've cracked the case. When a key image is placed, it will prompt a new question, consistent with previous murders. Objectives are viewable at the caseboard in your goals. Investigate the crime scene. You're free to examine the caseboard or leave to complete the objective. Oh, so this is Fog of War. Interesting. We explored down here and it undid. That's cool. What the hell? This game is crazy. You can collect clues from the body to progress the investigation.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. The killer left the heart right next to the body.
Oof.
Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
There's commonalities in this case. Newly discovered clues can be placed onto the open question.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
And the clues have resolved the open question and unlocked a deduction. As you advance the investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. You can check the goals by pressing control. Investigate the crime scene, learn more about the victim, learn more about the killer. Murder matches previous cases, but interrupted, may find some new leads this time. Victim, talk to someone. The killers, find evidence. All right.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came
Whoa.
to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
That's nuts. Okay. Holy crap.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Huh. So he's been missing since 2010.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia, He got some wild ideas in his head. Chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
I am really stunned. The game already is like, things you remember from Alan Wake 1? Well, they're miserable now. Oh my
Large
God.
amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
All right, let's see. Thornton, victim was Robert Nightingale, last seen in Bright Falls 13 years ago. Nightingale went off the deep end. FBI fired him.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
4 later. Interesting. Multiple sets of footprints. Heavy blood spatter on the table.
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Premeditated or spontaneous? Definitely pre-med. Point of interest cases track objects and information that Saga has acquired to chart collection progress.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message.
Oh, man.
Nah.
How many are there gonna be? Oh my God. This is gonna be nuts. I can't believe we're tracking all this stuff. That's so sick. Oh man, I'm so excited. Getting so antsy.
Did they plan for the murder to happen here? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. I think that's everything.
Oh, and she tells me when she's gotten everything. That's super helpful.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Using her intuition, Saga can discover new clues by profiling people of interest.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
Huh.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
This is crazy. I can feel that Nightingale came from the lake, but why now after 13 years? Where has he been?
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
So that blue after image effect is basically
This
how...
way your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for
Oh, man.
shelter, safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though.
So that blue, like, superimposed image thing is something that we see a lot in Control. I wonder if it's supposed to be the same thing.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales?
What is
They
this?
come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
The victim was one of their own, FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. Gone missing here 13 years ago, he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page, this page, not the last, the first page they had found, the first step down into terrifying depths. Reading the words, these words, secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. The threshold? Okay, so we're wandering into a threshold. This is scary. Felt like a message, was a message. Someone knew they were here, what they were doing, someone playing a game with them, leading them on, an invitation. How could they not accept? Can't read it. The sheer audacity and impossible master presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the
the words.
words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here, someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept,
even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Oh my god.
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either
Oh,
he dropped this
man.
page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page.
I love that her reaction is, they were right. This is up
This
my
one
alley.
always cheers me up.
Not the worst mom. That's kind of grim.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him, in his chest. I must find out what.
Oh boy. Okay, we got a manuscript page. This is the full one. Ooh, I'm liking this, chat. I'm liking this a lot. Footprints came emerging from under the rock. What? He walked through a boulder? Doesn't make sense. Trail has gone cold.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Anything else here? Nightingale has something inside of him. Reading the words felt like a message.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
So that's really interesting. Oh, what's happening? Oh, my mouse was just scrolling. I was like, is this giving me is this showing me something? But nope. This is wild. Okay. Holy fuck. Yo, I'm all over this.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Oh man. So I'm sitting here just kind of in awe. Like, it's amazing to play a game that has, one, good dialogue writing, like really good dialogue writing, two, good cutscene direction, but three, also like genuinely good pacing. The degree with which information is being revealed to us and how it's setting up like our understandings of these characters already is just unbelievable. What an experience. Oh, I'm over the moon about
Whoever
this.
wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
I'm all about this, y'all.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Let's get the body back to town.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks.
All right.
Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
I just messaged my buddy who I play games with. Well, I play single player games alongside, and then we talk about them. And I was like, I'm going to PayPal you so that you can play this game so we can talk about it.
A lunchbox again.
Oh,
Who's
I
leaving
need it.
these out here?
We're all in this together, hero. Have a heroic day. Manuscript fragments. Oh. Oh, this is the listening station. This is it. Yeah, this is property of the FBC. Okay. I wish I remembered the name of the agent that is referenced in Control, but I don't remember it. I think maybe Vargas was one of them.
Can't fit
Not
the
Vargas.
clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Did we actually examine the chest? I guess we probably shouldn't. Well, we should do that in the morgue or whatever, right? And this year's Game of the Year stuff is going to be really hard. It's going to be really, really hard.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner. I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
What is her accent? She sounds like she could be from Maine at points. Oh my god, this game looks good. Holy hell.
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
The way she pronounces R's. Ooh, getting a little bit of a chug though. Yeah, the way she pronounces R's is very northeastern, very Maine, very Boston. The historic Elderwood Palace Lodge of the Bright Falls. This building was constructed as a part of one of the earliest settlements in the greater Bright Falls area. Built in 1898, the building has been both in private and public use through the years and has bravely stood the test of time. In 2015, it was carefully taken apart and relocated here in downtown Bright Falls, where it was rebuilt into its original glory log by log. The Elderwood Palace Lodge reopened in Bright Falls in 2016 and has served its customers faithfully ever since. So maybe this is the wood, the cult of the wood or whatever. When they said, like, don't join, don't
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
don't take unless you're a tree or whatever. Maybe this is what it's talking about. Oh man. Can she put down the flashlight? That's gonna bug me if she's just gonna hold the flashlight out the whole time.
Can't open this with my bare hands.
Oh, okay, I can put it down. I just press E.
To you by Davis Family Moose Jerky. And boy, what an eventful day here in Bright Falls. By now, we've all seen the FBI setting up shop in town, and I'm sure you're all asking the same question I am. Did they bring all this darn rain with them? Deerfest is right around the corner, and we're all crossing our fingers for sunshine. So, I reached out to our top meteorologist for a weather update. She never responded. But I have her Uncle Tapio on the line from Watery. Tapio, are you there?
Yes?
Great. And Tapio, what kind of weather can we expect today?
Rain!
That definitely seems to be on the menu. How about over the next week?
Also rain!
Right. Care to elaborate? Any chance the sun will poke out in time for Deerfest?
No!
Well, Deerfest is coming, rain or shine. And that parade lineup is looking dandy as ever.
Yes, I like this parade because they're one float in the shape of a swan. Long neck and everything. A very large swan.
Very large
So you're a
spawn.
fan of swans?
No,
Right, well, that's our time. We'll be right back after this next song by the rock and roll sensation, National Nightmare.
Oh, that might be licensed. We're gonna avoid that. There was licensed music in Control as well, but I don't know if it would get demonetized, so we're gonna walk away from that. It's cool though. Oh man, I'm gonna have to replay this game on my own just to experience it. Let's check really quickly. Options, audio. No. I'm gonna turn the music volume down a little bit though. I'm wondering if there was a streamer audio function, but there isn't, so maybe we'll just be allowed to stream it and it's fine. Kids of all ages celebrate Deerfest at the Happy Harvest, located at Temisto Farms, just 10-minute drive out of town. Trying to get something in frame. Look, the phone is actually modeled and it has a screen on it. That's cool. I like little details like that.
Welcome back, Anderson.
This looks so much like North Bend, it's crazy. I'm losing it right now. I cannot believe.
So sleepy.
Who is
Just
this?
a few more days. Just a
I'll be
few
back in a second.
more
Roger.
days.
He's not gonna comment on me, an FBI agent, just walking behind here without a warrant. Know your rights, folks. Whoa. This game looks amazing. I know I've said it like 45 times. This game looks incredible. This game is gonna make computers cry for years. There we go, Bright Falls map. Is there a fish in the percolator? No?
Take it easy.
Look at this. Is this the diner? No? This is just the members lodge kitchen. Oh, I love the wood interior here. Dude, your food is nuked to hell. Holy crap.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Oh, this is the field office.
Rest easy, buddy.
Huh. This looks like the backroom office in the Twin Peaks Sheriff's Department. Bright Falls, Watery, Cauldron Lake. Oh, I didn't realize Cauldron Lake was this far from Bright Falls. Just learning more information. Okay. Holy smokes. I'm overwhelmed. I'm like genuinely really overwhelmed by how cool this game feels. All right. Well, I didn't find anything here. On Saga, close the doors. Question is like, is this game going to be like a Metroidvania? Like, do we have access to walk back and forth around places and like revisit locations to get things? Because that's what it feels like. And if that's the case, my brain is about to genuinely explode.
Hello.
Hello? Are we talking or what's up? Pine Funeral Home.
Any
Man.
interesting guests lately? Any good finds?
Zilch, but someone left a gross surprise under their bed for housekeeping. They were nuts.
So, that's what all that screaming was about?
Either that, or the couple on their honeymoon.
Ah.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
I was not expecting this game to be as open world as this is. And granted, that was the idea for the original Alan Wake. Like, one of the reasons why Alan Wake was in development hell for so long originally was that it was originally going to be like a GTA-like drive around a town and investigate murders game. So the fact that this is that is absolutely bonkers.
Mercado won't roll over on the issues.
Man. Oh. I could be here forever. I mean, I've been to basically the town this is based on, so just what in the world, man? This is crazy. This is one of the most like
I need to find my way back.
realistically rendered settings I've ever seen in a video game. And I don't mean graphics, I just mean like the way this town feels like a place, like feels like a real town. Bright Falls Sheriff Station looks exactly like the Twin Peaks Sheriff Station. Spooky church on a hill. Arnie says this is Unreal Engine 5, I assume. I think so. Or no, it's probably the what's it called? The Moonlight engine or whatever their in-house renderer is. They use the same thing for Quantum Break and Control. I don't remember what it's called. Look, it's that sign on the back of that building. They've got to be associated, right? What is this building? This is a funerary home, isn't it? Ew. What's that?
Did you get lost, Anderson?
I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
Huh. Yeah, so it's at the back of the garage in the funerary home. Jibble says Northlight engine. That's what it's called. Yes, Northlight.
You guys said nothing ever happens in this town. You were kidding. Not on the surface, at least. Or as the public eye. Okay. I'm gonna get back to that.
All right, we'll probably go back there after visiting the sheriff's station. Let's see if we can go in any of these buildings. This is so cool.
So, how's that mystery business of yours going? We missed you at trivia night.
You did. How badly?
Stop avoiding the question, Mark.
All right. So we can pick up clues out here. That's good to
You
know.
know, I have been up to a little something. You know those urban legends about that cult operating in the woods?
And a witch haunting the woods? Yeah, I know the scary stories to keep the kids from falling off cliffs and drowning in lakes.
I think there's more to those stories than they let on. Well, maybe not the witch one. But there's definitely something going on. And I'm gonna figure out what.
Uh-huh.
All right, gotta keep an eye on him. Oh, we can go in here. Nope. For sale, coffee cup, mascot costume, some wear and tear, $50. What? I'd buy a mascot costume for $50. Renovate yourself a fursuit. Jeez. It's probably a deer, right? The top one up here is really terrifying. Has your loved one gone missing? But if you like back up, the imprint of the PlayStation logo behind it makes it look like a face without eyes. This is really spooky. What you need to know before you set sail: protect your belongings, stay safe, what to do during a natural disaster, fire safety courses for kids. Oh, man. Oh, seeing how people say, like, I just spent a bunch of time walking around because it looks so good. I was like, sure you did. There's probably nothing here. And now I'm doing the same goddamn thing. Holy hell. Bank of Bright Falls. Biltmore.
This can't be the right way.
Whoa. That startled me. That sound. It was like very close into my ears.
Pretty nice day to be working outside. I don't envy the guy stuck on desk duty. This is where the action is.
What action, girl?
Who else to keep this city clean if not I? Who else to protect its citizens from the...
Alright, can't interact with those. And this was the gate we went through before. Wow. And the sound design is so good. Huh.
Hey there.
Hey there. Let's look over here. Close the door behind me so no one can leave. They're locked in here with me now.
Tweet, tweet, my sweets. Now why'd you go and do that? Stomping around like that and scaring the poor little things.
Sorry.
If not for the birds, I might just go a little nutty.
You might.
A little cuckoo, if you will.
All right.
The passage of time is deceiving.
The days of our lives are fleeting.
And they end in the end. They end.
All right. This is already introducing us to like a cast of very strange people, and I don't know if any of these people will come back at all or if they'll be relevant, but like it has done a very, very good job of like palpably making the town weird. I want to go in all of these houses. I also know exactly what street this is supposed to be.
This can't be the right way.
Clay's Clam House. Open daily, store, Icewood. Setter is better.
Setter is better.
All right, that's the diner.
The FBI, welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
All right, I guess it's gonna be coffee time here in a minute. We'll have to talk to all the witnesses. This is the fun take on watery coffee world in the Oh Dear Diner. Obviously, if you played the first game, you're familiar with the Oh Dear Diner, but it's very clearly supposed to be a reference to the Double R from Twin Peaks, which is in and of itself a restaurant in North Bend called the Tweeds Diner. Interesting.